Welcome to this month's Art Talk. Each month, Julie Schumer and I review what has happened in our art businesses over the past month, and we just kind of talk about what's going on, our highs and lows. So, Julie, what's been going on in September for you?
Well, I've spent a lot of the month kind of finishing up paintings for the Miami Red Dot Fair.
Mhm.
And I personally have my part done, I think, at this point. I don't feel like I have to paint another painting. My spouse is still tweaking his paintings. And just today, he changed one into a completely different color scheme. So now I have to either dial that back with him or find another painting to fill the spot of the one that he changed. So that was a little disconcerting, but I
Right.
expect it will happen.
And the reason you had to talk about maybe dialing it back is because you're hanging your paintings side by side, right?
Right. We
Okay.
are.
You want them to
Um,
look good next to each other.
they all have to look good next to each other. So that is I was a little shocked to hear that he had done that because he had promised that he would not be doing that. But anyway, I guess the artistic spirit just overtook him and he felt compelled to do it. And the other thing that I've spent a lot of time on this month is teaching myself things about social media that I don't know. And I don't know these things because I had a wonderful person pretty much doing it for me for the last several years. And she's decided to move on to other things, which is perfectly fine. And so now I kind of have to start ponying up on this and probably getting somebody else to help on part of it. But I've spent an inordinate amount of time teaching myself how to make little reels, how to add stickers, all these things I just passed off to somebody else for a long time.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's
it's a lot. It's a lot
it's a
to learn.
lot. It is completely a lot. And I never had used Canva before. So
Yeah.
I've tried to make a few little graphics to advertise our courses and other things. So it's been an educational month, pretty much.
Right. Well, and speaking of courses, I'm just going to do some proud promotion here.
Yes.
We have a new course, online course that's coming out. For those on our email list, you'll get the scoop this weekend. Otherwise, you'll get the scoop next week. But it is a course called Larger, Wilder, and Looser. And we're so excited
Yeah.
to bring it to you guys. We've had a lot of people asking us about um, a workshop specifically geared
Mhm.
towards, larger and
Yeah.
looser and wilder paintings. So look
Right.
for that in your email box if you're on one of our email lists, or you'll see it advertised on social media next week.
Right.
So
And it's about all things painting large, from soup to nuts, basically. The
yeah,
practical surfaces, what you need to know, what you should choose, all kinds of things.
yeah. It there's a lot in there, and you get to see Julie and I each do a painting start
Mhm.
to finish that is large. So we have totally different approaches, and so you'll get the scoop soon.
And so, Kat, what's your month been like?
Well, I'm still working on that really big commission and fine tuning it. I think I'm on layer 4 or 5, and my chiropractor is making a lot of money off of me. But it's going well. Uh,
Good.
and I had my first workshop in my Florida studio, which was super fun. I had just a fabulous group of artists and some great painters. So,
Great.
I know I was doing the workshop for them, but it was very inspiring to me.
Mhm.
And then finally, I had a sale at one of the online art sellers. There are 3 or 4 that are very popular where artists can list their art for sale. And then there's a particular split, with that online art gallery.
Yeah.
And they add on a price for shipping. And for the most part, it's very reasonable. But
Mhm.
this particular, in the past week, I had one of these online art sellers add like over $2,000 painting for the
What?
price of shipping.
Oh my gosh.
And another art seller that had the same painting on it added 600 for shipping.
Whoa, what
And
is going on?
well, I asked them, and I asked them, you know, I knew they were not going to use, it was like $2,030 or
Uh-huh.
$2,050. And I said, there's no way you're going to use that for shipping because I'm having the crate built. You're not even
Mhm.
packing it. And
Right.
it is a large painting. Um,
Hmm.
and
How
they,
far was it going?
to California.
Okay, so within the continental United States.
Yeah, right. Within
Hmm.
the continental United States. And I've shipped plenty of stuff to
Hmm.
California and this big or bigger, and it's never
Hmm.
cost over $2,000.
Right. I would say 600 is about right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. So I asked them, what's up with this? Why do you have these giant shipping costs? And they, said, well, you never know what it's going to cost. And
Hmm.
then I said, well, what if you don't use the whole, allotment for
Right.
the shipping? Here you've made my painting now cost the collector 2,000 more dollars, which is a lot.
It's a lot,
And
percentage wise.
and then what if you don't use that money? Who gets that money? And
Hmm.
they said, well, rest assured, it's not a profit for us. Um, but we are using it to market and sell more of your art.
Uh-huh.
I thought, well, I run a company, you run a company.
Uh-huh.
Uh, when I make money, that money goes back into, paying my salary,
Hmm.
marketing my work, doing ads, whatever. So it's not like I pad my artwork and then use that extra for
Hmm.
whatever I need to, so it didn't add up for me. And
Right.
so I'm curious if anybody else has had this experience, if you could comment below if there's any type of online art gallery that you guys sell with where they're charging really exorbitant shipping costs, because it just didn't add up for me.
Right.